Well, I have some interesting news for you guys. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm actually here. God forbid they broke the stream yet again. Wait just a second. Let me tell you what, they struck me down. For those of you who do not know, my previous attempt to react to it, they struck me. My stream before I could even hit the play button. I wasn't even being hostile yet. I was making an olive branch to lunamoon to offer her tech support. Okay, there we go. I'm live. Excellent. So, recent news, she privated slash deleted the video. Huh, I'm defeated. Except for the fact that I downloaded everything. So, we're gonna react to the sound and hope I don't get copyright struck. How does that sound? You see, I was on good terms with her, but now she can go fuck herself slightly. Privating the fucking video. Eat me. Anyway, you're almost as bad as Deity now, privating shit. Okay. Please make sure you are capable of hearing me. So, let us play the video.
Holy fuck, you guys. Gonna wait for some people to pop on in here, but in the chance that you are watching this sometime after I started the stream, then I will just kind of let you know the 411 on what the fuck is going on. So, let me just start off by saying,
Now, can we all hear me? And can you hear her? That's what I want to make sure. Just to verify in the chat, please, before I continue. Ease my paranoia. I'd like to keep in mind to reiterate, I have no problem with her, although I kind of am pissed she privated the video. As I find that, frankly, I don't know. Maybe I'm an internet historian, but once you put something out there, it should stay there. My personal opinion. Okay, excellent. Let us continue.
a few things. And I did not plan what I was going to say when I do this stream, so this is all just me speaking from the heart. I started this channel, just talking about things I felt like talking about, and I guess once I started making the YouTube videos about Onision, it brought a lot of attention to my channel, and I gained 10,000 subscribers like very quickly, and it's been really interesting seeing what kind of people and things this brought forth into my life. I don't know. It's just been a very interesting experience. And I guess when I started this, people warned me. They said you need to be careful about what you say, and you need to be careful. By people, I mean
those people are intelligent. Those people are 100% right. I don't say anything that I wouldn't say in court, and you should follow the same advice.
Empathica, one of my very faithful, wonderful members of my Discord, warned me, you need to be careful about the things you say and the things you do, because people might be watching you that are not your friend. And
let's be real here, okay? The people who watch you, no one who watches you is like, let me rephrase that. YouTubers don't necessarily have friends in their audience. I mean, sometimes they do. Sometimes they have people that they're cool with. But they also have a lot of people who are viewers, who are there with their own agendas to either troll, perhaps, or to criticize and just be, engaging with you. So, you have all the types.
I am just, I guess I definitely can be a little bit narcissistic, and I can think, well, you know I'm a good person and I'm a nice person. I'll be fine. Nobody's gonna like be out to get me. And I'm not saying that I'm a victim and that people are just out to get me, but you guys will see what I mean in a second. So that being said, from the beginning of this channel, I've definitely made some mistakes. I've said some things I shouldn't have, and I've done some things that I shouldn't have. I haven't been the best influence. I've shared a little too much information, and it's all just been a really big learning process for me. Just learning what I probably should share and what I shouldn't share. Some of
Mr. Righty, funny how she made the video private just after you got struck down. Let's be real for a second. She was trying to bait me to get personal information from me. I caught on to it immediately. So this action, combined with that, I don't think she's coming on a stream. In fact, I think she'll go on to be quite a problem. But oh well. She couldn't be that big of a problem, unless she is a globalist. But who knows? I don't think she's a globalist. But if the globalists in her audience want to cause problems for me, they've already caused me plenty. Let us continue the video.
the streams that I've done in the past where I was like crying about stuff just because, listen, like I'm a loner. I don't have that many friends. In fact, it's usually just me. And I guess sometimes I felt like, you know, I had friends here on YouTube. So whenever I was crying or talking about things that I was upset about, even though I think I was definitely sharing things that were a little too personal, it made me appear unstable, and it might have been unattractive to some people that were subscribers, and I lost some subscribers, I think. But anyways, now there's all this drama surfacing because I made an ignorant comment, I guess. I don't know what specifically.
Notice, I did not put anything related to drama in the video thing. Or did I put like a hashtag drama? That's drama. This is more of a healthy criticism. In fact, the original point of my video was there's going to be a criticism of the actual coronavirus video itself. Because if you go back to mine, which was posted around the same yours as, mine was correct. Okay? And I don't like people like you who blindly trust mainstream media. So it was going to be an opportunity to do my thing of exposing other YouTubers while also talking about coronavirus. Doing a good thing and fulfilling my own selfish ends at the same time. I thought it was reasonable. It still is reasonable, actually. So, there we go.
The comment was, but I made a couple ignorant comments, actually. So I was just, listen, let me just go ahead and say I have dark humor, and that's something that I might need to like cut back on a little bit because I'm going to end up pissing people off.
So we're clear. I'm not pissed off. That was a joke, okay? The line before I started dropping, I dropped what you're referring to was what I would like to call a leading point that something that should have led you on. Okay, I said no, here comes the character assassination part. Okay, that was clearly a joke. Clearly, I've said way worse things about people.
On my Discord, I said something, we were talking about coronavirus, and honestly, this whole thing has been scary for me, and I think my reaction to it is just to be like, no, everything's fine, you know, like everyone needs to calm the fuck down, you know, but that has caused me to be a little bit ignorant, and I definitely made a comment that wasn't very nice on my Discord server. I think I said something like, I hope all boomers die or something, which it was a joke, and it's a stupid joke, and it's not a funny joke. It's something that I shouldn't have said. But yeah, so I said that, and then I streamed talking about how we're probably going to end up being quarantined in my city, and I was like, I guess, saying some ignorant shit in this video, and it sparked some anger in some people, and so they started responding. There was a YouTuber named like Roger something that made a video talking about how basically I'm an idiot and all of my followers are just little, you know, minions and stuff. And
all right, Roger Brown got a shout out. Are you sure is this reacting to me or are you? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should consider this a shared freak out between us.
And there's a channel called the YouTube Schizophrenic, and he made a video that is literally titled "Lunamoon." Lunamoon is a moron. Why we should prepare for the coronavirus. So I'm just kind of going to be reacting and responding to this because I do think that I'm definitely not in the right here. Like, I don't really agree with all of the points that were made in this video, but I should not be, talking about things like I know what I'm talking about when I haven't done my research. Because at the end of the day, like, I've said things like, oh, the coronavirus isn't as big of a deal as people are making it, and making it seem like people who are elderly or people who are compromised in some way don't matter. And I'm really sorry that I did that. That was really freaking stupid. And I actually filmed a video just today to address all of the comments that I had made, because I kind of realized, like, I have people in my life that I love that are compromised in some way. And, like, it was so ignorant for me to make comments like that. So I really apologize that I was making it seem like the coronavirus isn't a big deal.
Well, I do appreciate that. My other investigation would definitely never do that. Or if they did, they would immediately go back to doing the same thing. I'm a very good reader of people. You are very genuine when you say that. So I will believe you as far as that goes. And I thank you for at least saying that you were wrong about it, or at least make some type of correction. That's what I would do. I do retractions. I like doing retractions when I'm wrong. That's what a journalist does. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a journalist. I don't like the YouTubers who say they're a journalist. I refer to myself as a private investigator.
Because it is. And we do need, I've been staying home for the past 3 days because we do need to stop this from spreading, because the people who are going to be really affected by this, they do matter. And, I shouldn't have made comments like that. But I actually, before I even knew that all of this was going down, I recorded a video today on my phone kind of addressing all of this. And, well, you can't even see it, but talking about the severity of this situation and how I've been ignorant and selfish in this situation, and just kind of going over everything again. But I was really surprised to see that this channel, the YouTube Schizophrenic, it's somebody that actually used to make some pretty weird comments on my streams. And
interesting, weird comments.
Like,
I don't recall making too many weird comments that I'm aware of, but either way,
they were usually positive. They were on my Discord server, so I didn't even know that this was something that,
Well, I was just parked there. I've never said anything on your Discord server, as far as I'm aware. I may have said something briefly during a stream, just out of curiosity. Actually, now that I think about it, you were reacting to some sort of stream on Discord of some weird fucking sexual shit, of like penises and things of that nature going into them. So yeah, I quit watching you after that consistently, or any kind of that was too far for me. Sorry. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and just say that I was there. I saw it. It was gross. So gross. I think it was Omegle. That's what they were on. They were on fucking Omegle. Ugh. Fucking disgusting.
Some animosity that was there, but apparently it was, because he literally made a video saying lunamoon is a moron. So I'm just going to be talking about everything that he says in this video, and I'm going to have to like play it. I know that's going to be kind of annoying, but I just want to be able to respond to each point that he makes. But yeah, it's not like I'm pretty sure he actually does have schizophrenia. Don't quote me on that because I don't know for sure, but his channel is literally called the YouTube Schizophrenic. So that's a thing. But I'm going to kind of just react and respond to this. But I just want to go ahead and say, guys, like, I'm really sorry for any ignorant comment that I may have made. I really need to start being more thoughtful about the fact that I do have a pretty big following. And, I just need to be more careful about the stuff that I say. I shouldn't make something seem like it's not important when it actually is. So yeah, and I also really probably shouldn't share as much personal information as I have been on my streams.
Holy shit, yes. Anyone who shares all this personal information about themselves likes to be humiliated, punished, and just harassed in their lives. Sorry, that goes for everybody. That is my opinion. I mean, I know there are some people out there who are extremely open. I mean, you must just enjoy that. Otherwise, I don't feel like people should have a right to complain too much about it. Because you're begging for it. You're begging for it. Personally, I like having at least some basic peace of mind. I'm paranoid enough. But if you're down for that. I mean, once you get famous enough, anyway, I think it becomes impossible. So we'll see.
And stuff, you know. So, anyways,
I think I'm just tired of people saying shit that's just like absolutely not true. I know, seriously. People stocking up on shit is just hilarious to me. I'm like, all of you fucking healthy, like, people in good shape are worrying when there are people out there that actually are at risk because of this virus, you not being one of them. So
I still stand behind that. So if you couldn't hear that, I was
There are healthy people who have come down with the disease, and it is a risk to healthy people. So I stand by what I said.
basically saying that I think it's really stupid that a lot of really perfectly healthy people that aren't at risk are stocking up on things like toilet paper when they're
Stocking up on things like that. Okay, the coronavirus is going to, rampage through the place. Okay, people who are stocking up are smart people. Okay, because healthy people have to survive too. Okay, that's just the harsh reality of things. So, what do you want them to do? Suffer? Everyone for themselves. That's just how it is.
not in quarantine and they're taking things from people that actually need them. I still stand behind that. I don't think that it's rational to, act hysterical and, buy out goods that people actually need.
So retarded to make it about ourselves and to be like, oh, it's going to wipe out.
I think he addressed that later by saying that I think people who are preparing for the coronavirus are retarded. That's not what I'm saying. I was saying that I think it's stupid. Like, I was talking about this in the video I recorded today. There are moms I have met that can't even get formula and fucking diapers and baby wipes for their kids because people are hoarding that shit for themselves. People that don't even have babies. I've seen people in the grocery store with 2 fucking carts full of toilet paper. That is what I'm talking about. In times like these, you have to.
I agree with you on the toilet paper thing, okay, but I was referring to what your general statement was and your dismissiveness of people who are freaking out and buying things. Okay, as far as the toilet paper specifically goes, yes, there's far more important things. You get water, MREs, let's see, I'm trying to think, what would my next priority be? It's probably some spare clothes, to be honest. Especially if you actually are out working and need to prepare things around your house. So, I want to build a clean room as well while you're at it.
You have to save shit for others. Only get what you need. That's what I was saying. And you'll see later in this video, he twisted my words and made it seem like I was saying something that I absolutely was not.
Humidity, no, but it's going to wipe out a bunch of fucking people in Africa.
Wait, what?
So retarded. To make it about ourselves. And
I hate that he does this, and I'm so glad that I'm making a fucking video about it, because you will see later, there was another part of this stream that he used in his video where I was talking about Ebola. I wasn't talking about coronavirus. So either he just wasn't paying attention or he misunderstood. I was talking about the Ebola epidemic in 2014. I wasn't talking about coronavirus. So he tried to say that I was like spreading misinformation because I apparently was saying that, the coronavirus is only in Africa or something. And that's not even what I was saying. I was talking about the fuck.
No, you were saying that all these people in Africa, these third world countries, they're all gonna die. Oh, you were doing that. Oh, pity party. Screw the first world. And then the whole point of my first part of my video was debunking that, saying that they're fine. Third world countries are fine. It's the closely packed cities and everything else in the first world that are going to get screwed. Okay, Africa is very sparsely populated. It has an advantage over everyone else. Okay, my criticisms of you the entire time is that you don't do any critical thinking. You can't just come to that conclusion. Okay, third world countries are fine. Okay, it's the first world tightly packed in countries that are going to get screwed the most. It's the way it's always been. Now, it might still get bad, sure, for third world people as far as coronavirus goes. Okay, but it's going to be far worse for the first world countries.
Ebola virus.
Like, oh, it's going to wipe out humanity. No, but it's going to wipe out a bunch of fucking people in Africa.
That's what I was talking about there. I was saying how people were being selfish and saying that Ebola was going to wipe out humanity, but really it was killing a bunch of people in Africa that didn't have access to healthcare.
Compare coronavirus to Ebola. And I don't know why that you keep making that connection in your head. Coronavirus is not equal Ebola. So let's just make that clear now.
And that's how this is. It's not going to fucking wipe out humanity. It's not going to wipe out animal species. It's going to wipe out fucking boomers.
Okay, so I said it's going to wipe out boomers. And that was a really stupid fucking thing.
I thought it was funny. It's kind of a joke. But to be honest, the only reason I did such a deep dive into you is because when I went into your Discord, okay, you repeatedly talked about assassinating the president with coronavirus. Come on, you were begging for it. Having such a dumb video about coronavirus and then proceeding to go over and over and over again. I have so many screenshots. What in the world? You were begging to be trolled. Begging for it.
To say, because first of all, it's not wiping out boomers. I mean, it's killing most of the people that coronavirus is killing are older people or people who are more compromised. But even then, like, it is a pretty big portion of people who are dying, but it's not the majority. So that was a stupid comment to make because it really did make me seem like I just didn't give a fuck about boomers and I hope that they would die. And a lot of comments that I've made make it seem like that, but that's really not the case.
I don't believe she wants boomers to die. Okay, I think she's just using humor for people of her ilk. You know, I don't know, that sounds like a horrible phrase, but that is their form of comedy. Now, I like dark humor, but I don't go around shaming the poor boomers. The boomers are you know, they have their troubles.
I was just joking, but now, like, in retrospect, that's not really a funny joke. I can't imagine being someone that is compromised and hearing me say something like that, so I'm really sorry. Yeah. And then he posts a screenshot, and it's talking about SARS. I don't really know what the point of it is. It's talking about, like, temperatures and stuff. Then he shows the death rates. It's like he's trying to say that I was saying that only, like, that the deaths were only taking place in Africa, which is not even remotely what I was saying at all.
You seem to think that all these people in the third, wasn't it that, what was the quote exactly? It was, we make this all about ourselves when people in Africa are the ones that are going to suffer, something like that. You're the one who compared coronavirus to Africa, so take that for what you will. Now, I wonder if they privated the stream that I'm using actually for my clip. I wonder if they privated that, then that just confirms what I'm saying as far as I'm concerned. So let's continue.
If you're coming on here late, oh my god, this is literally so annoying. Okay, I'm just now, like, getting heated because he's twisting my words. So in the case that someone goes and watches his video and then comes to my channel and, you know, thinks that I'm just this person that is that stupid that thinks that the coronavirus only exists in fucking Africa, please watch this video because I'm here to defend myself. I'm not going to defend myself.
Well, the video is privated, so I guess they can't do that. Okay, it was a bit of a troll. Okay. And the main point of it, not necessarily, is that you're completely stupid. Okay, I called you a moron, not stupid. You can't fix stupid. Okay, deity is stupid, but you're fine. You're not stupid. You're not some fucking idiot. It was a troll. It was a softball act of psychological warfare. That's what my video was. So you got nothing to worry about there.
About ignorant comments that I made, but I'm also not going to allow someone to twist my words like that. But okay, so he shows this. It's like a chart of the deaths. And then he shows, I don't know if it's going to even show it on my webcam, but he shows a map showing, like, where every single place in the world is infected. Like, the map, I can't even speak right. The map is showing every single place in the world that is infected with coronavirus. So you can see all the red places. So, and then he shows this clip and it's a picture of me. Can you hear the music? Oh my God. Okay. And then, so he's like basically saying, oh, you're stupid because you think that the coronavirus is only in Africa. Like, I'm not worried about the YouTube schizophrenic. I don't give a fuck what he thinks about me. I just give a fuck because I don't want people to.
Okay. Look, it was a joke. Okay. If you want to make a video about me the same way, go ahead. It happens. It's funny. It's a troll. Anyway, continuing on.
Go to his video and think, you know, like that is what I was saying, because it's not. And he's just completely like, you know, twisting my words and stuff.
I don't realize I was twisting your words. I feel like that's exactly what you said, and then exactly the point you were making. If there was a misunderstanding, then, like I said, we should work that out. But it sounds like to me, like we made the videos around the same time, and you were giving people basically propaganda information.
And here now he's talking, so I'm going to respond to what he says.
Hello, everyone. Remember how I said about a month ago we should prepare for the coronavirus? Well, I did, and guess who's laughing now? See, I was stuck in an internal debate within myself. Do I make a video on the coronavirus, or do I investigate someone on YouTube? But
Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear what he's saying? Please let me know if you can. Or you can't.
I had chat. I could watch the chat again. I never got a chance to watch what her chat said, so.
Okay.
Planet's alive.
One of her chats turning against her.
Destiny has called, and I am able to do both. Now, I suspect Lunamoon is a self-centered egoist.
She just smiled at my own video. See, she finds it amusing. She has to. Come on, it's a good video. It's funny.
He said, I suspect Lunamoon is a self-centered egoist.
Much like myself.
Much like myself.
So I'm going to speculate that they found this video by vanity searching themselves.
I actually didn't. I found this video because someone in my Discord brought it to my attention. I don't ever search myself.
Well, that was my second theory. Either you were going to find it by vanity searching yourself, or you were going to be like my other investigation, and your mod team, your mod squad, is going to find it and bring it to you. So, oh well, you know, I tried to bank on one theory, but the other turned out to be true. Is what it happens to be.
Because honestly, I mean, he says that I'm a self-centered egoist, but I don't ever think that people are making videos about me, which is why this was so shocking to me. But I will say I am a little bit narcissistic. I really do like to look at myself.
So I would like to take a quick moment to address Lunamoon directly and introduce myself.
Before I play this part, Roger, I want to address what you said. That you were going to use her comments against her. She private. Oh yeah, the Discord or whatever. All of my shit got kicked out, and then I think she did some weird purge or whatever of all of her non-admin people or something. I don't know, because a bunch of my stock accounts are gone, and I don't know if they're all gone or not. But anyway. So, yeah, apparently she must have had some pretty raunchy shit that I never found. Who knows? That's usually what happens. That's why I don't have my own Discord.
Go ahead.
My name is the YouTube schizophrenic, the dashing devil incarnate of YouTube. In my short time here, I have made a family confess that they live in fear of me. I have baited a man into
He's literally, okay, this is something that people were bringing up in my Discord. He's bragging about making people afraid of him, and that is very weird.
I'm bragging about making people afraid of me by literally making some videos on the internet talking about them. If I have that kind of power, okay, to quote deity here, to rally up an angry mob outside his house, I need to make political videos and change the world. It's my opinion.
Like, you're going to see this throughout the video, but how are you going to call me out for some stupid comment that I made that, by the way, you completely twisted to fit your narrative? If you want to know what you missed, you're probably going to have to go all the way to the beginning of the stream, because there's no way I could cover it all again. Anyways, how are you going to make a whole video trying to expose me when you're sitting here bragging about making people live in fear of me?
Based on what people in my chat were saying already, okay, sounds like you were already going to get hit with the rumor mill of me. So I decided to wield the things I've done like trophies and show them to you. I think that's the best way to do it. Maybe I was wrong, but I personally found it funny. The idea that that was your introduction to me.
That's insane.
having a mental breakdown in front of 200 plus people.
They called me insane. This is fantastic.
On a live stream.
Motherfucker, I don't know you from another goddamn person out on the fucking street. You have no right to invade my goddamn life, motherfucker. And I'm telling you that now.
And then he's playing this clip of Deity like screaming at him. Apparently he doxed Deity. I don't know the validity behind that, and I don't really know.
He doxed himself. Okay, over and over again, and then sucked his manager, who he doxed, sucked his fans on them. So, don't blame me.
Like what happened there, so I'm not really going to make much of a comment about that. But yeah, I don't know. He's playing a clip of Deity screaming at him, which, okay.
You were so goddamn lucky that I pity you for your mental health issues.
The problem with this is that he plays this clip, but he doesn't play, like, we don't know what, if you're someone that's just coming onto this video that's never seen his channel before, you don't know what has led Deity to have this, like, lashing out. You know what I mean?
You don't have the context, okay? The point that I was making was made simply by it being in the video in the first place. If you want the context, you can search through my channel and find more videos.
Thought about calling the fucking law on you. You need help. You need to be put the fuck away. You don't get to invade my privacy like this.
I don't agree that he needs to.
You don't get a
I do agree that he needs at least therapy.
You don't get to decide, I'm just not going to take my medicine and then act a fucking fool. You don't get a pass for that, and I'm not going to give you a fucking pass. I'm done with it. I wanted to say what I had to say to you, but I want you to know that you are garbage. I have no sympathy for you. You don't get to bring up something that was traumatic and that was a horrible goddamn experience for me and use it as goddamn YouTube fodder for goddamn YouTube clips, motherfucker.
Why does he care so much about why Deity got fired?
You don't get to do this, and I'm fucking done.
I sow chaos and dissent wherever I tread. Even hardened warriors of the Navy tremble at my mere presence.
I'm really not trying to be rude, and I understand that maybe some people who are watching this might be fans of this.
Look, all I know is that this is a good introduction to me, because people apparently are fans of Deity who are in her chat as well, as what I'm hearing as well. Some of my fans were allegedly in there as well, so that's interesting. Maybe they were duking it out. I would have loved to have watched that back. But to be honest, I think that that's interesting. I think it's important to air that out publicly since it's relevant in that case.
Person, and that's totally fine. I don't have like some personal thing against them, but I do think that this person is displaying some pretty concerning behavior in this video. The way that, I don't know, like something is just really unsettling to me about it. I'm not scared of them per se, but if you go watch the video, I'm sure you'll see.
Unsettled people. Interesting. I was going for unnerving, but unsettling works as well, I suppose.
What I'm saying, but I don't know. I'm pretty unsettled by it, and I'm not going to sit here and I like was a subscriber of Deity. I haven't been keeping up with him or anything, but I'm not just going to take sides with this dude when I don't know anything about the situation. So I'm definitely going to, look into it, but I just have a feeling that there's more to the story than just this random video of Deity screaming at him. Like something else has happened. Something happened to trigger that, and now he's doing this weird thing. It reminds me of Onision, where he's like playing this.
I've been compared to Onision. I've made it on YouTube, everybody. I think that's the best that you can ever ask for, is to get compared to Onision, or who's the other person you can compare it to? Oh, you can get. I had someone send me a DM on Twitter saying that I looked like Real Stream News Jr. That was interesting. So there's a lot of interesting comparisons people seem to be drawing with me. I don't like it personally. Onision.
This character of like, I don't know, the Joker or something. He's just so proud that he freaks people out that much.
The best thing you
far
could
from the
have
truth.
done though is to at least talk about it, because I don't think it was that bad in the end. People were hold on, sorry.
Let me go back. I need to go back.
Even hardened warriors of the Navy tremble at my mere presence.
The best thing you could have done though is to at least talk about it, because I don't think it was that bad in the end. People were hold on, sorry. I get the YouTube schizophrenic in the chat. What's he doing here?
No, absolutely no.
Are you guys good or no?
He needs to not be involved with this, please.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
This is a clip of Real Stream News. So this is the thing. Once again, this person's calling me out, and some other old man on YouTube is calling me out named Roger. This dude has beef with a lot of fucking people. I don't have beef with anyone.
Everyone has beef with me. I don't have beef with anybody. I just make videos on the internet. They're the ones who freak out and scream at me.
What does that tell you?
I was hoping that this investigation would perhaps be a little more smooth, but after a quick peeking around, I suspect this will be just as bad. I began...
So he's saying he was hoping his investigation into me would be smooth. Why are you investigating me? It's just weird, like...
Because it's fun. To ease my own paranoia. Because people on YouTube do it all the fucking time. Apparently people want to watch it. Many reasons.
Why are you looking for people to fuck up so that you can make a video about it? It's just like so strange. And it's good that this is happening though, because it's teaching me something. I need to be more careful about what I say and do, and we'll get more into that in a little bit.
And following lunamoon back during their early
Okay, let me go back.
would perhaps be a little more smooth. But after a quick peeking around, I suspect this will be just as bad. I began following lunamoon back during their early days known as Moon K. I suspected even then that they had major lolcow potential, and I wanted to keep my finger on the pulse. And boy, am I glad I did.
He said he thought from the beginning that I had major lolcow potential. Can someone explain to me what lolcow is? I don't understand what that is. Am I a boomer? I genuinely don't.
This is maybe my favorite video on the internet. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it involves me, but this is fucking hilarious. Everyone's dream is to get Amberlynn Reed to do a video like this about them.
I don't want to bring the whole deity thing too much into this because I don't know enough about it, but I'm just saying, you know, this dude was being misleading about what I said, you know, and editing it to look different than it actually did on the stream. So, what is lolcow? Can someone explain to me, please?
The mod team in the chat once again for research. Goddamn.
Yeah, I don't keep up with deity, honestly. Okay.
Back during their early days known as Moon K, I suspected even then that they had major lolcow potential, and I wanted to keep my finger on the pulse. And boy, am I glad I did.
So he's just waiting to expose
gone on
people.
To have, I think,
A lot of people lurk in people's chats, not typing, not interacting with them much, than to expose them. Yes. I'm investigating more than one person at the moment. It's very interesting.
maybe 3 underage drinking live streams where they have gone on to say things about their mental health and their life that I will not be playing on this stream because
Okay, so now he's going into this thing, and if you are a longtime subscriber of me, you remember this probably. There was a moment a couple months ago where I streamed myself with friends, and I was drinking, and I'm underage drinking, and I guess he's trying to, like, I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, oh, you caught me underage drinking. Okay, like, I don't know why he emphasizes on that.
I'm trying to mock you for having an underage drinking live stream where you basically spilled your guts out to the entire internet. That is fucking stupid. I'm not saying you're stupid. Like I said, you're a moron. You're not stupid. But that was something a stupid person would do. Sorry. Personal opinion.
Fucking people do it. That doesn't mean it's okay, and I don't condone it. But, like, it was just, this is a thing. I shouldn't have streamed that moment. Okay, it was cringy, it was embarrassing, and no one needs to know all the information about me. But now he's basically going to use a vulnerable moment of mine that I just happened to expose to everyone against me. And
I'm not trying to use it against you. I'm using it to provide historical context. You know, get a basis for, you know, I'm trying to establish a timeline, the basis of of your character, and you know, it's like a piece of art. You know, you got to have the beginning, the middle, the end. Okay. So it's like a book. That's my personal opinion, anyway.
As a weakness, as an example of a weakness of mine. So
It is a weakness.
I'm not that.
Hey, y'all need to stop doing this shit in my comments, because if you do keep doing it, I'm going to have my mods remove your comments. So please chill out and try to focus on, you know, focus on the point of this stream.
I'm muted on her channel now, so I would have commented in the stream some, but I think all my shit was probably not showing up. Based on what's going on so far, I'm saying that I'm probably muted. She privated the live stream, so.
But I will be backing up what I say with
Okay.
their mental health and their life, that I will not be playing on this stream because I am not that cruel.
You're
But
such
I
a
will
white
be
knight.
backing up what I say with some screenshots. Their moderators doing damage control and them doing a apology.
So the screenshot is from my Discord after I did the stream where I was drinking. And this was really embarrassing for me. I shouldn't have been streaming, but here's the thing. I'm sorry, but like a lot of fucking people drink underage. I don't really know what to tell you about that. Yes, I did that. Okay. But when you drink, we
Not the issue. That's not the issue. I don't care if you underage drink. I'm not encouraging it, obviously, because YouTube guidelines and all that. But I personally don't care.
know that this clouds your judgment. And so one of the things that I
Never clouded my judgment, personally. I don't know. Maybe I'm just special.
I've done, I don't really drink anymore. And I really have never even drank that often. Like I usually only drink every couple months if I do. But one of my tendencies is to grab my phone. Like people have to take. Is it still lagging, guys? Can you hear me?
Their stream's having some issues.
You guys hear me? I'm not going to continue talking until I know. Because I don't want to just be like rambling with no one even being able to. Okay.
That's okay.
So, anywho, okay, now I understand what lol cow is. Yeah, I guess I am good lol cow material because I fuck up all the time. Okay, like.
No, Mr. Righty, I cannot see who anybody is arguing with or anything like that. I can't see the chat at all as far as her chat goes. She privated the video, so I can't watch the chat. It's ridiculous. It's a good thing I download everything that I watch. Otherwise, we'd have a problem.
I don't understand why people are just seeking for people to make fun of and like exploit. It's just not cool.
I don't know why people watch it, but I'm good at it, so I'm going to keep making videos doing so.
Anyways, so he posts a screenshot after I did this live stream. I was embarrassed, okay, because I didn't even realize that I had done it. I just drank so much and then uploaded it, so I knew that I had streamed. And I was like crying. It was an embarrassing moment, and I haven't done it since. But anywho, my mods were embarrassed for me as well. One of them said, please be aware that we do not condone illegal activities, streaming, posting, or encouraging that type of behavior is against.
Oh yeah. If Irish, I'm trying to pay attention to the chat a bit more. If that is a live streamer drinking underage on a stream, which by the way should get your channel taken down, but I'm not trying to advocate for that. I don't want to cancel Lunamoon. I couldn't care less. But yeah, it's not really smart to dox your age and then do that.
That's against YouTube guidelines. And I said, hey guys, I'm sorry. I'm really drunk and not in a good place. I deleted my streams, but I am okay. Don't worry about me. I'm just going to have to get better. Sorry for being like that. It's embarrassing. I'm better than that. So here's the thing, guys. When I started this channel and I started making commentary videos, I really did not expect things to blow up in this way that they did. And, you know, I'm not saying that I'm like so famous or anything. I have 10,000 subscribers, but so I'm still small. But, you know, I think I was just more appreciating it, not for the like attention that I was getting, but for the community that it was building. And I don't know if I prepared myself for like the amount of eyes that were on me. And so whenever I posted this to my Discord, I was just kind of posting it as though I was sending it to like a group chat with friends because I trusted these people. And now I'm realizing like I need to be more careful, you know, because clearly there are people that have been watching me from the very beginning, hoping that I'm going to do something.
Watched all the time. Yes, so am I. And yes, you should be more careful. It's a good thing someone friendly like me is the one who caught you and not an actual globalist, because they would have done far worse.
Something that they can use to, you know, make fun of me. I don't know. And I guess I need to prepare for that because the bigger I get, the more it's going to happen. I mean, it even happens to people like Shane Dawson. So I don't know. I'm actually, so because of all this stuff that's going on, we're actually closing in Discord invites for just a little bit. So that's a screenshot that he posted.
Now I bring this up to bring awareness to the kind of person we are dealing with here and the potential meltdown that may occur once this video goes live.
So he's saying that because he is making this video, I'm going to have a meltdown and freak out. And I don't think I'm having a meltdown. I'm actually pretty calm. I'm not really upset. I understand where his criticisms are coming from, but it's just a little, I don't know, strange.
You see, this
Perhaps you won't have a meltdown. However, time will tell. Time will tell.
investigation echoes a lot from my previous investigation. It seems
He talks about like investigation as though I'm doing something that's like illegal or something, but really he's just trying to find behavior that he thinks can get me canceled and then expose me.
this
Trying to get anybody canceled. I'm trying to troll you. Have fun. Trying to make YouTube fun again. Join me.
Moon thinks very highly of herself and her opinions. However, when challenged on them, she fumbles and falls apart.
So he says, I think very highly of myself and my opinions, but when challenged, I fumble and fall apart. My arguments fumble and fall apart, which I disagree with. I do have a tendency, I think, to want to be right all the time, and that definitely is something that I need to work on. And this is something that I've had like tons of conversations with Empathica, one of my Discord members, about, and he's helped me a lot with. He always is challenging me on my views on things to make sure that I'm not saying things that can get me in trouble, but yeah, so I don't know. He's bringing up this clip and we're just going to listen to it. This is the clip that he is playing after saying that.
How is the media downplaying it? I would say it's the opposite. Everywhere I fucking look is the coronavirus. It's ridiculous.
Are downplaying it. They still are downplaying it. So, I stand by that statement, by the way, to criticize you for it. Okay, and sitting there saying that it's not being downplayed is just ridiculous. Okay. Seems reasonable. Seems like a reasonable point of criticism, doesn't it? I mean, they were downplaying it before. Why wouldn't they be downplaying it now? I don't know why you have an issue with anybody bringing that up.
And what proves this to be true is I was looking at Ebola videos today.
This is when I start talking about Ebola. So just to provide context, this is the stream I was doing where I was talking about how we're probably going to be quarantined where I live. And someone had said, I don't think people are talking about it enough in the media. It may have been the YouTube schizophrenic. I really don't remember. Good night. But
So that would be a conspiracy in of itself.
I was saying I disagree. I think the media has been talking about it a lot because everywhere I look, it's about the coronavirus, and I still stand behind that. And now I'm bringing up the Ebola virus.
People were commenting that shit on Ebola videos. They were like, this is going to be the thing that wipes out humanity. Like, people genuinely thought that was going to happen.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that whenever all this stuff was going on with Ebola and everything, hi, Charlie. Charlie, everybody who's coming on here late, please, please, please go back to the beginning of the stream and start from there. It'll provide way more
because
context.
she's going to private it later.
Anyways, so I was saying that because of all this corona stuff that was going on, I was just, I don't know, when you just get curious and you start searching random shit on YouTube? Well, that's what I was doing, and I was kind of watching videos about the Ebola virus, the Ebola epidemic that happened in 2014, where it was actually spreading. It's always kind of been a thing on and off in certain countries, like, I think Africa, I could be wrong. Let me look it up just to make sure, because I guess I need to start researching what I say a little bit more.
Why does she keep going off about that? I mean, I feel like there's some miscommunication here.
West Africa, yeah. Okay. So I was just looking something up about that because I remember that happened in 2014 where somebody came to America with it and everybody thought that it was going to be the thing that killed everyone. And I was saying that while I was watching one of those videos, I was looking at the comments and there were comments from back in 2014 about Ebola, saying that Ebola was something that was going to wipe out humanity. That's what I was saying, just to clarify.
Like, okay,
Not the
obviously this
coronavirus.
is something that people should be concerned about because people that are like, you know, not in fucking America, people that are in third world countries, aka, are fucking dying from this shit. Like, not get.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. So just to clarify, I'm saying that people are making it about America when people in fucking Africa that don't have access to healthcare, they're literally dying outside on the dirt, on the ground.
No, they're not. That's what the point of the first part of the video was. No, they're not. It's the first world countries that are being affected the most by a rampant virus. You are wrong. I don't know how else to say that. If you have sources, if they're downplaying it in third world countries a lot, if you have that conspiracy to bring to me, I am open to discussing it on a stream. But unless you have something like that, I don't know what you're talking about.
Because they don't have access to the hospitals and healthcare. Like, it is bad over there. I'm saying that.
Why do you downplay it specifically in third world countries, right? If anything, you would want to do the opposite. You'd have it, oh, it's only going to affect third world countries in the media, but they're not even playing that game. Anyway, if lunamoon has a conspiracy she would like to bring to me, like I said, let's discuss that on the stream.
That is going on. People are dying because of Ebola, not because of the coronavirus. And then I think he's trying to make it seem like I was talking about the coronavirus in that clip, and I wasn't.
Yes. Comments on the internet are definitely proof of something. And yes, as I just showed in the beginning, the death statistics are definitely third world African countries that are suffering.
So the statistics that he showed in the beginning were statistics in regards to the coronavirus, not Ebola. And I was talking about Ebola. Maybe I wasn't clear enough, but I wasn't even.
You definitely weren't. You definitely weren't, because it was within the same breath and within the same thought, at least the way I was viewing it, as the coronavirus stuff. So yes, be more clear, because you sounded like unintelligent, very unintelligent.
Been talking about the coronavirus. So, and then he's like, yeah, because comments on YouTube videos are definitely a great source of information. I wasn't saying that they were. I was just saying it showed that people were panicking so much during that time because they were commenting things like, I think this is going to be something that takes over the world and kills everyone. And I was just trying to make a point that this has happened before, maybe not to the extent that it is now. And maybe that was a stupid point to make. I don't know. But this is just an example of how he's twisting my words.
She speaks with such confidence of her opinions, yet has done no research and is actively calling people preparing for the coronavirus retarded. You see,
that is something that he just pulled out of thin air, because he said, I was saying that people who are preparing for the coronavirus are retarded, which is absolutely not true. And you can literally see that in the clip. I was saying I think it's retarded when people are hoarding things that they don't need, therefore taking them from the people that actually are at risk.
Okay, hoarding things. What do you think preparing is? Do you think you just prepare for the short term, or you prepare for the long term? Okay, I stand by my statement. Okay, preparing is hoarding to some extent. Continuing on.
Risk and do need them. That's not preparing, that's hoarding, and that's being selfish.
Being a normal moron isn't really worth it.
I don't think you know what preparing actually is. Obviously, your version of preparing must not be what mine is.
My time making a video on. But if you're actively encouraging your audience to just commit suicide via disease, well, I'm gonna have to step in and say something about it.
Dude, have you done your research? What are you talking about? Commit suicide via disease? Do you
Called hyperbole and a bit of a trollish comment, but either way, I like it. It was funny.
You know how many young, healthy, or otherwise not compromised people? Oh my God, sorry, I have dyslexia and like ADD, and sometimes it causes me to not be able to speak correctly. People who don't have compromised immune systems, people who are not older, are probably not gonna fucking die from this virus.
I don't know that. They have covered up the death statistics from the healthy people. That is what I've been trying to get through to you in that video, but it appears to have been lost thus far. I would encourage you to go watch my other coronavirus videos that were made around the same time as this one and see the contrast between us.
So you're not committing suicide. The whole point of staying inside and not spreading it is to spare those people who do have those underlying health issues. Like, what are you even talking about? Okay, I need to calm down. See, I'm doing, I guess, what he said I was going to do, but I'm really not. I'm just kind of, the thing that's irritated is he's twisting my words and he's not even making any sense. And I don't care what this dude thinks. Honestly, it kind of creeps me out. I just don't want people to get the wrong impression by watching this. You know what I mean?
And you don't even allow any kind of debate among your own comment section, which I suggest is your right. You can live in your little echo chamber. But you have a lot of hypocrisy with it. Someone was banned for saying that women who choose to have children are honorable. But that triggered you so much. Yet you turn.
I just need him to provide, like, the proof of that. Maybe he will. He said that I got triggered because someone said women who have.
The problem is with your deleted comments is they get removed completely. Like, if you refresh the page, they're gone. Perhaps I need to screenshot and be a little more stalkerish. And I will promise to do so in the future so I can back up every little word I say. Unfortunately, I have gotten to the point where I feel as though I'm a reliable source, more or less. And if I'm wrong, I come out and admit it. So I provide enough evidence for people to believe what I'm saying, and then some things I just have to take my word for, because I'm not some crazy stalker. But like I said, maybe I need to be.
Children are honorable, but he's not providing the receipts of that, so I don't even know what this person exactly said.
Turn around a live stream or two later and talk about how all you want is children and to be loved. Much like my previous investigation, you must go with whatever the flavor of the month is for this person, or you will be struck down. Now, going through their channel, much like my previous investigation, you can see a noticeable content quality decline along with an attitude shift among the fan base. Now, what you see before you is a rising star on YouTube, clearly on the upward trend. Then there is a noticeable, along with an attitude shift among the fan base. Now, what you see before you is a
So he's showing a screenshot of videos that I had. They're really old videos, and he's saying what you see before you is, you know, basically someone who's rising in popularity. But the screenshots that he's actually showing are some of my older videos where I wasn't really.
Actually, that was an editing mistake. There was supposed to be additional screenshots, and I was supposed to go through like her whole channel, but it appears to have been lost. I noticed that one looking back, so that is on me. I'll admit that one.
Gaining any subscribers or anything, and even those I posted so far apart from each other. I wasn't consistent on YouTube, so nothing is really, I don't know what point he's trying to make. So he's basically saying that I've had a decline in content, essentially, and I've never claimed that I'm going to be super regular on YouTube. You know what I mean?
It's not about being regular. It's about quality control, which I try to keep at least a decent amount of. Now, I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but it's at least somewhat manageable. I think I don't let the technical problems overwhelm my my thing. It's the only time my private videos or delete them is when I have technical problems. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing things right here.
Star on YouTube, clearly on the upward trend. Then there is a noticeable shift away from quality content into the sort of content that appeals to sycophants more interested in fucking you through the internet than challenging your dumb opinions.
Dude, what? Okay, so he's saying my content is declined because of the type of content I make now. It basically only like appeals to dumb people.
It only appeals to dumb people. Yes, the dumb people are the audience you're attracting, and then you give them wrong information. And yes, stupid people are easy to manipulate. So that's all I'm saying.
I just made makeup tutorials and vlogs before, so I'm not really sure how that's valid at all. I don't have one specific type of video that I try to stick.
She's lying to you here, or at least she's misremembering. She's made tons of videos on Onision. She made a video on Real Stream News. Okay, she's covered quite a few topics. So to say she's only done vlogs and makeup tutorials, that is a lie. I mean, she went after Real Stream News pretty goddamn hard. I mean, she kind of dogpiled on him along with a few other YouTubers. So either way, that's not true. She does commentary.
Although lately I have been going more.
Someone run over there and quickly screenshot the proof of that, because she apparently is privating videos. So, God forbid.
The commentary route. I just make whatever the fuck I feel like making. My channel is whatever I want it to be. Like, if you don't like the content that I make, I'm not asking you to stay here. You don't have to. I don't really necessarily want to be like some huge famous YouTuber. I mean, maybe one day. That'd be cool. But
So you do then. Cool.
I mean, exactly. Why do you care so much about my content? If you don't like it, you don't have to subscribe. You know? I totally support that. You know?
Now, we are going to be taking a deep dive into her coronavirus video because I feel it is a dumpster fire, an uneducated mess that is actively doing harm.
It probably is.
Angel babies, it is me.
Oh
Luna.
God. Okay. So he's playing this video that I'm quite frankly pretty embarrassed about, and I probably need to delete. But the video I showed you guys a minute ago.
Don't delete it. Just put like an addendum in the title and make a retraction. That's all you have to do. Don't delete it. I hate when people delete in private videos. I hate it.
That I recorded today was addressing this video, and you know, I'm gonna have to probably film a different one, but I made some probably really ignorant comments. I haven't even gone back and rewatched it because I just am embarrassed by it, because I was basically saying this isn't even a big deal. Everyone needs to calm down. But this is before we kind of had all the information that we did now. This is right in the beginning stages.
No. Based on the information I had at the same time as your video, I came to the conclusion we needed to prepare, and I was right. If you had a chance to give your audience, I told them to go out and get shit early so they didn't have to hoard, and you failed to do it. That's the point of this video. That's the point I've been trying to make. So, all this complaints about people hoarding, it's your fault. Well, I'm not saying it's all your fault, but you played a role. You spread propaganda.
Of the virus. And I think I was just trying to keep everyone from panicking, but I probably did make some really ignorant comments in this video.
Back with another video today. Some of you asked me to talk about the coronavirus, and so here I am talking about it. And I have really bad anxiety, so things like this definitely make me feel paranoid and anxious and doomed. So if you are one of those people out there that feels that way, just know I totally understand where you're coming from. I've felt like this so many times before. This is embarrassing, but in 2014, I got a stomach virus, and this was right whenever the whole Ebola virus epidemic was going on.
So right now I'm talking about my health anxiety. I'm a really bad hypochondriac, and I was just addressing that and saying that I know that in times like these, it can be really hard because you get worried and you think that you're going to die. And I was just trying to comfort other people who might feel like that are in good health, you know, otherwise. But while doing that, I definitely unintentionally kind of downplayed the severity of the virus and didn't think about what I was saying, and I should have done that.
Because somebody had brought a case of it to America. Everybody thought they were going to get the Ebola virus. And I got a stomach virus and I was throwing up and stuff. And I literally thought I had Ebola. I literally thought I had Ebola. I literally wrote a death note, okay? I thought I was dying. And
Now, I know that I personally have made paranoia into an art form, but I do not believe that this lunamoon is paranoid or anxious in the slightest, because someone who's paranoid and...
He just said, I do not believe... I haven't watched this full video, guys. I'm sorry. That made me want to cry. He said, I do not believe that this lunamoon is paranoid or anxious in the slightest. Okay, well, I don't believe you're schizophrenic. No.
Well, it would be correct. Nobody is schizophrenic. Schizophrenia doesn't exist. It's just something the government labels people so that nobody believes them when they say they're being stalked by the government, implanted with voice-to-skull implants, brain control towers, but that's a whole other topic. I will one day do a video on all of that. But anyway, continuing on.
No, you don't say that. And that's really, you know, I'm going to wait and see what else he has to say, but who are you to say what other people's mental health problems are? I have talked time and time again. I can pull up receipts of videos that I've archived in the past because they were super personal, where I was very openly talking about my mental health problems. There are plenty of times on Discord where I talk about my mental health problems. I have serious anxiety, and I have had serious anxiety surrounding being sick. It's called hypochondria. It's a real thing. You can ask anyone that knows me. It has caused serious pain in my life. There was a period of 3 years where I literally thought I had brain cancer. I have documents that I'm not going to show because I don't want to dox myself, but I've been to the emergency room 3 times in the past couple of years because I thought that I had a fucking brain tumor. So who are you to tell me what my mental health problems are? Like, you're just making assumptions at this point.
Certainly do more research than they have. As for their Ebola scare, frankly, that sounds absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, so
Okay, she kind of skipped over the one part. If she was anxious or paranoid, she would have done more research. I fully believe that. Paranoid people do lots of research. I should know. I do lots of research on everyone and everything I ever encounter. So, yeah, I stand by that statement. She may have some level of paranoid or hypochondria. I never said anything about hypochondria. I said she wasn't paranoid or anxious. At least not about the coronavirus anyway. So, personal. I'm really good at telling these types of things about people, so I don't understand what the criticism is. Okay? If you are truly paranoid and anxious about something, you extensively research it. I'm not accusing anyone of lying, okay? But anyway, maybe she just didn't pay attention enough to the coronavirus. Maybe she was paranoid or anxious about other things, which I guess is possible. So I will go with that answer for right now. That she focused on the wrong thing to be anxious and paranoid about.
Oh my God. Okay, so he's saying if you were really so paranoid, you would have done more research on the coronavirus. There wasn't really that much to look into because it was the beginning stage.
Was enough to tell you that you should not be telling people not to panic, not to prepare.
Stages of the virus. All I knew about it was what I saw from the government and what I saw from YouTube videos I was watching and documents I was reading, which said unless you've been around someone that's been traveling outside of the country, you don't need to worry about it. And that was the information that I was going off of. You know what I mean? Like, everyone, don't you guys agree that that is what the narrative was for a while? If you are in America and you are not around someone that has been in China, you have nothing to worry about, which is what they were fucking telling us. So that's what I believed. And then he goes on to say that my Ebola scare is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, it is a little ridiculous. I was basically saying that I had a stomach bug, and so I thought I had Ebola. It is ridiculous. But this is kind of when the news was talking about how it was going around and stuff, and it's ridiculous. But when you have hypochondria and you get paranoid about illnesses, it doesn't matter if it's ridiculous. You're not going to think about things rationally.
So don't just take everything at face value. Don't spend your life worrying about something that may or may not even happen.
Oh, don't worry. I have no intention of doing so, and hopefully no one else in your audience did either.
Are working to understand where the
So then he posts a screenshot of Kay just kind of sharing some information about the coronavirus with me playing, like a voice clip of me in the background of the picture.
2019 novel coronavirus came from. In the earliest days of the outbreak, the theory was that the virus came from a Chinese wet market. These marketplaces sell living animals.
So I'm reading directly from Kay's post.
Along with meat and produce. And these animals are often wild.
Exactly. The video was old. The information that I was sharing was outdated. I was sharing the information that I had at my disposal at the time. We know more about the virus now. At the time, there wasn't a reason to panic, as far as the U.S. government was telling us, right?
However, experts say that the Wuhan coronavirus's true origin story is likely more complex. Known as 2019 novel coronavirus, the disease seems to have started in the central Chinese city of Wuhan, which is now on lockdown. Understanding a disease's origin story is important, both because it helps epidemiologists track and prevent its spread, and because a virus's genetic makeup can inform the design of vaccines and treatments. Researchers are a long way from knowing where the 2019 coronavirus came from, said Nancy Messnoir.
But we got struck
Now,
again.
I tracked down the
I think we're good.
source for that. It was a moderator in her Discord.
He said, I tracked down the source for that. It was a moderator in her Discord, which is obvious in the screenshot in and of itself. You can fucking see that it's a screenshot from my Discord. But she didn't just pull that information out of her ass. She got that from other documents as well. Did you?
Yeah, the reports from her Chinese overlords and the globalists. Yeah, I'm aware of where those documents came from. That's what the point of the criticism of my video is.
Research where she got that information from?
Much like my previous investigation, it would appear as though her moderators do all her research for her.
Oh my god. And he's acting like I was trying to hide this. I wasn't. I literally posted the screenshot while I was reading it in my video that she is the one that I got that information from. You know?
And make sure that any and all criticism is removed to maintain the structural integrity of the echo chamber.
That is not true. I leave pretty much any negative comment that I get.
Not true. I've seen you remove people. I've seen it. So I don't know what to tell you. I've seen people get removed for unoffensive shit. Now, if you say that's not true, well, I guess you're not going to do it again, because I'll be there to watch you.
On my channel, I don't delete comments. In fact, I don't really even
Oh,
read
Roger.
comments because, quite frankly, I just don't want to put that stress on myself because it is a lot. So, I don't know. This is crazy.
Which normally is fine, but when you're discussing something on this level and this dangerous, it becomes a problem.
Director of the National Center for Immunization and Respiratory Diseases at a press briefing on Monday. There's still no need to be super concerned that the 2019 novel coronavirus has not been declared a state of national emergency.
So, during this time, it had not been declared a state of national emergency in America, where I live.
This is for informational purposes only. So,
Now, I said a month ago, around the time this video was made, so they have no excuse that you should be concerned, you should prepare, and
So we should believe you, the YouTube schizophrenic with 207 subscribers, over the fucking World Health Organization and the US government.
That's an interesting question. Yes. I have friends, I talk to people, I have connections. I have a tendency to see how they all connect to each other. And yes, you should trust me over the US government and the World Health Organization. Thank you for asking. And you will come to realize that as I continue to make content, that I'm far more trustworthy than any government in the world, actually.
What? Like, okay, you're saying that I think so highly of myself and I'm so egotistical, but look at you. You're saying we should have listened to you. Like, what credentials do you have?
who turned out to be
I can share comfortably publicly, I'm afraid. So, you have to take my word for it once again.
correct. Now, I would hate to accuse this moderator of being a Chinese astroturfing bot, but they sure as hell sound like one.
Then he said Kay sounds like a Chinese astroturfing bot.
And this video comes off as some propaganda piece by the Chi-Coms and the globalists.
So if you don't live in China,
Our audience real quick. Now, for those of you who didn't watch the other streams that I did, they struck me mid-stream before I could even hit the play button. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm backed up in saying that there are globalist and Chinese astroturfing bots in their Discord, in their streams. I think that they're clearly trying to push her narrative to the coronavirus into being a joke, into being some kind of thing that just gets downplayed, purely spewing forth the official narrative. So, that is my personal opinion. I am still looking for proof of that.
which I know my demographics, and most of my viewers do not live in China. If you don't live in China, you have no reason to panic, okay? And you don't have a reason to panic even if you live in China, okay? Especially if you live...
Oh my god, that was probably the dumbest shit I said. Okay, so I said, if you don't live in China, then you have no reason to panic, which at the time that was true because that is what the US government was saying. But I said, if you do live in China, then you don't have a reason to panic. And that was a really dumb thing to say. I got some...
Someone saying that, I guess from their camp, that no, they did not strike me. Well, I don't know who did. It was clearly someone from your side. No one from my side would strike me, unless you have a conspiracy theory to run by me. So, I'm going with the narrative. My narrative is that someone from your camp did. Now, I'm not saying it was moderators. It could have been an angry viewer. It could have been an angry 13-year-old who thinks lunamoon is beautiful. Who knows?
Some of this information, which I might, let me make sure, I'm not sure 100%, but I think I linked in the description of that video. It was a doctor that makes YouTube videos. He's super credible. He has a ton of subscribers and stuff, and he is a real doctor. I don't remember what his name.
Doctors are a bunch of organ harvesting madmen that are drowned in a sea of propaganda and can't be trusted. Anyway, moving on from that point.
Is, but I'll try to find it and then comment it on this stream once I'm done. But he basically was saying these things. He was saying right now there's not a need to panic because it's not, the symptoms aren't that drastic and not that many people have died and stuff like that. So this is all just based on the information that I had at the time.
Live in another country other than China. The only cases that have been detected outside of China, for the most part, have been people who were traveling from China,
which at the time was true.
Been around people who traveled.
To add more proof to my theory that she does none of her own research, her moderators brought her this video in the first place. She did not bother to look through my channel and see if I had made a coronavirus video at the same time she did. So, yes, I stand by my statement. She doesn't do her own research, and her moderators control her like a puppet master. It seems, I think I'm standing by that statement this far. Maybe it's not as bad as the Deity situation. Probably not, honestly. The fact she was able to watch my video without bursting into tears like Deity would proves that she is at least capable of independent thought. But I'm advising you now to be careful with your moderators. Your moderators are not your friends. They are oftentimes Chinese astroturfing bots, globalists, out to get you. They might even screenshot things. You know, during the Deity investigation, I had a mole in his moderator team leaking anything and everything he shared. And I know a lot of, like, things that I would rather not know, honestly, that aren't relevant to things I would talk about on YouTube. So I do not trust your moderators. They are not your friends. Despite what they may tell you, if you annoy them, they will turn on you. That's just how it goes. It's how the game is played. It's the Wild West out here, lunamoon.
China.
Telling people in China they shouldn't be panicking is hilarious when they have drone armies spraying disinfectant all over the people and they're burning bodies in the street to hide the number of deaths from coronavirus. And then you went on to claim that everyone from other countries who had caught the virus had been around people.
Well, because CNN is controlled by the globalists, and the globalists are allied with the Chi-Coms and the Chinese communists and all of that. Kaola, I made a video talking about the globalists, and you said you're not going to watch any more of my videos, but if you'd like to know about that, please go ahead. It's what is a globalist? Why we should oppose the United Nations. I went over it in detail. It's a well-received video. People get what I'm talking about. Maybe you can be enlightened and educated a little bit. Now, I hope you aren't a Chinese astroturfing bot. I'm not accusing you of being a Chinese astroturfing bot. I'm just saying you sound like one. It's more of a joke than an actual accusation.
From China or traveling
because
to China.
That's what they were telling us. So, first of all, I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said, if you're in China, don't worry. I just didn't want everyone to panic because from the information that we even have to this day, the people that it's not the majority of people that are infected that are passing. That doesn't mean that the people who are passing don't matter. Of course they do. But what the fuck? Yeah, that was a stupid thing to say. I shouldn't have even touched on that because I didn't know the extent of what was going on in China.
Oh no. It's almost like that's how viruses are spread or something.
Wait,
fucking
what?
From China or traveling to China. Everyone from other countries who had caught the virus had been around people from China or traveling to China.
Okay.
Huh. Oh no. It's almost like that's how viruses are spread or something. You fucking dunce.
He called me a fucking dunce, and he was basically saying that it was stupid that I said everyone who has the virus in the United States had been traveling, out of the country. So that isn't really a stupid statement because it would make sense if someone in the United States had it because they had contracted it from someone else that had been in a different country. I was basically saying that it hadn't been spread to anyone who hadn't been outside of the country. So if you had...
That's not true, though. If you look at my video, which was made around the same time, it was in other places. So, take that for what you will.
Only been in America, you hadn't traveled outside of America, there was a very low chance that you had it. That's what I was trying to say. Obviously now...
Very low chance. Okay, so she did correct herself. It's very low chance. Okay, fair enough. But either way, I just feel you didn't do your research well enough that you just trusted your moderators there to feed you information. And if they're not globalists themselves, they're definitely getting information from the globalists and CNN, allegedly. Continuing on.
Things have changed, and a lot more people have gotten it that have not traveled outside of the country. So that information has changed a little bit.
Chances of you actually getting the virus are slim to none.
Okay, so that was another stupid thing that I said. I said if you are not one of those people that has traveled outside of the country, the chances of you getting the virus are slim to none. And I was also saying that based on the video that I watched and the information that I had at my disposal at the time. So this is what I'm saying. We know so much more about it now. This is before it had spread all over the United States. So I was speaking based on...
Got to dig a little deeper into things next time before you speak about it. It's the best way in order to actually know the truth and not underplay everything so that people have to hoard things.
The information that we had at the time. Now, looking back, obviously that was stupid because it spread so easily, right?
Oh, no.
Well, if you are a med student from Canada, well, good for you. Canada is filled with globalists, so that doesn't help assuage my my concerns at all. But like I said, I'm not accusing you of being a globalist. I have no proof of that. I'm just saying that you sound like one.
I'll refer to the chair of public health and medicine at the Hong Kong University. They speculate that 60% of the world will be infected, and that 1 in 100 of those infected, around 50 million people, will die.
So he's bringing this up as if there was any way I could have known that, because this is...
Watch my video. Yes, there is any way you could have known it by doing your own research. Continuing on.
In the beginning stages of the fucking virus, right whenever it was starting to actually spread outside of China. So there was no way for me to even know any of this. Like, I don't know. We know this information now. So yes, and right...
It's not information now. It's information that's old. She once again is like deity in the sense that she makes this video without any kind of research before going into it. She made it on a phone, for God's sakes. I'm only doing a live stream response because I like to fight people on equal footing, you know what they say about engaging a person in a battle of wits with an unarmed opponent, you know? Anyway. If she makes like a video response to me, I'll make a proper video response back. That's just, it's trying to keep everything fair, you know? Your opponents, when you're jousting, you should use similar equipment, in my opinion.
Retrospect, that video is not a valid source of information, and I even stated that in that video. I'm not a doctor, okay? I probably should take the video down because honestly, I don't want anyone to go to that as a source of information for any reason. But just saying, like, all of the information that I had at the time was different than what we have access to now.
Now, this is probably a bit of an overestimate, but to say you have next to no chance of getting the virus is factually untrue.
That is
always
true.
Going to be things like this happening in the world, and I know that it can be really disheartening, and we can think, like, oh, it's the end of the world, and everything sucks in 2020. Don't have that mentality. These things have always been happening.
No, lunamoon.
Okay, so that was a dumb thing to say as well. Obviously, at the time, like I've said a million times in this stream, we didn't know the severity of the situation. So now, looking back, nothing like this has ever happened in my lifetime. I mean, things like this, but not to this extent. So yeah, that was stupid. This is an epidemic. We know this now, but at the time, it was not declared a state of national emergency in the United States.
And if you want people not to hoard things, you need to get on that from the very beginning. Once it's declared a state of national emergency, everyone's going to panic buy. Duh.
It wasn't declared an emergency by the World Health Organization even. We didn't have the information that we do now. So can you really blame me for thinking that? I was going based off the information that we had. The information was flawed. Exactly. So you can't...
I knew that the information was flawed and that you didn't.
Hold me accountable. Like, okay, you can't hold me to the information that we have access to right in this moment today because it's changing rapidly. This is a new virus. Information is changing every single day. He's like holding me to the standards of the information that we have at our disposal right now.
Clearly, I am not. I've already made that very clear. I'm holding her to the standards of the information we both had at the time compared to who was right. I knew I was going to be right from the very beginning because I'm usually right about these kinds of things. Now, I've heard some conspiracy theories that perhaps the virus itself might be being overplayed for something. Now, that's an interesting conspiracy in of itself, and I want to look into that one a bit more, too. So, we shall see.
For a video that I made over a month ago.
Anyway, prepping for supplies, whether it's being overplayed or underplayed, is very important.
Please take a moment to pause this video and Google the term optimism bias. You are a victim of it. You think because, oh, bad things have happened before, the world hasn't ended. This must be fine. Nothing bad could possibly happen. No.
That's not what I'm saying. Okay, so he's saying that I have optimism bias because I'm saying, oh, you know, bad things have happened before, so this possibly couldn't be that bad. And that's not what I was trying to indicate, although I can see why it could seem like that. I was basically just trying to say a lot of people have described this as like the second plague, apocalyptic, you know, that kind of thing. And although this is really bad and it's killing a lot of people, and we need to stop, I don't think it's the end of humanity, which is
My apologies for that. Allow me to repeat. The video has 500 views. You're making this a bigger deal than it is. You're right. It has 500 views. That's 500 victims of disease-based suicide that Luna has inflicted. And I have to stand up for every single one of them. Moving on.
what some people were saying. Some people were saying this is a plot by the government, and still are saying that this is a plot by the government to just kill off people and to depopulate the earth. And I just don't think that that's the case. That's just my opinion, though.
If you actually
I want you to come on a stream with me and debate that, you know? Have a conversation instead of silencing people in your comment section and destroying any and all sense of debate here. That's all I'm saying. You get really mad when someone mentions it being a man-made bioweapon. That's why I accuse some people of being globalists. They're trying to silence that because it's the truth.
did any real historical research, you'd see how bad diseases can get. And the potential of this being a man-made disease just makes it 10 times worse.
Oh my gosh. So he just goes on and on about how I don't do my research. And then he talks about the potential of this being a man-made disease, which is a complete conspiracy theory. So it's just a little hypocritical, if you ask me.
Conspiracy theories are often correct. So, yes, I will criticize people for not believing conspiracy theories. It's the only way to wake them the fuck up.
But of course, you wouldn't dare to engage that line of thought. No, instead, you reacted like this when someone posed it to you.
I don't think it's a man-made bioweapon. Diseases happen. You know what I mean? Just because...
Gosh, they struck my stream, man. Can you believe that stuff? And I also have it on good authority as well. They muted you in their chat. I mean, these people are just crazy. Anyway, yes, actually, yes. Could you attest to that that they silenced you or whatever, kicked you out of their Discord and everything? Because I have some evidence to say that they did, but I didn't screenshot it because I'm not that creepy. But if you could just attest to that happening, so when I bring up the fact that they silence people for dissenting opinions. And good morning to everyone in the chat. I have been kind of ignoring the chat other than to troll the moderator who's here. Personally, I like to have the defense from the other camp. But we'll continue with the video.
It's like, you know, like diseases have been happening since the beginning of time. Not everything is like a conspiracy theory.
I still stand behind that. I don't think that everything has to be some fucking conspiracy theory. Is it possible that the US or any government is trying to, you know, wipe people out with a man-made disease? Yes, it's possible. I would like to believe that's not true, but I haven't been presented with any substantial evidence that that's true. If you would like to present me with some, please feel free to.
You asked for evidence of people being silenced for dissenting opinions. If you look over there, Kanish has confirmed you silence people for dissenting opinions. Yeah, someone was defending the deity thing. Yeah, exactly. Deity has his people spreading lies and slander, you know, preying on people's mental illnesses. So, yeah, I don't really care about his opinions or anything like that. But either way, that just gets to the point that I'm trying to make. Dissenting opinion. I noticed the bioweapon stuff also got deleted. So, what are you supposed to do? I mean, they say they don't silence dissenting opinion, yet they do. It's much like deity.
Would love to see it. But to act like I'm some idiot because I don't want to believe in conspiracy theories that there's no actual proof for is ridiculous.
Well, I'm fucking convinced. You see, you claim that you don't want us taking things at face value, yet the second someone doesn't, you act stump dumb and refuse to even engage in the thought.
It's not that I'm refusing to engage in the thought. I'm just saying if you're going to make a claim like that, you need to have some pretty good evidence at your disposal to show me when you make a claim like that. You know, maybe I shouldn't have just pushed the thought away immediately, but I don't know. I just think it's a little interesting that people, when things like this happen, always want to jump to, oh, it's the government trying to kill everyone. It's possible, but in my opinion, unlikely because I typically am not a conspiracy theorist. Typically. Sometimes I am, but...
Well, if this ally person was saying that Kanish was a liar and that Deity's family's still afraid to buy chips, that's hilarious. Actually, Kanish, since you're here, I'm actually hoping to make a video at some point on Deity, exposing his apology video, ripping it apart completely, with screenshots to back up everything I'm saying. I feel like I can do that now sufficiently. And we'll see what he does after that. So, I'll have to connect with all the ex-moderators once again in our little conspiracy cabal to take down Deity.
That is my problem. That is why I feel as though you are a moron.
No need, right?
That is why I feel that you are a moron. I'm a moron because I don't want to believe. I don't want to immediately believe a conspiracy theory. That is your reasoning as to why I'm a...
No, it's more of a collective take on you as a person, actually. No, I said you were a moron, not that you were stupid. You can't fix stupid. You can fix a moron.
Fucking moron. Come on, man. Like...
Now, to panic. Absolutely no need. That's what the American government is telling us right now.
You see, you don't even look convinced, which is why I wonder, why did you make this video?
That was a joke. That was a joke. I wasn't even convinced, but I was just trying to keep everybody from panicking because I don't want people to panic. That doesn't help anything, you know? And as much as I would like to believe that our government is working to keep us safe, I don't always believe that. And even, you know what? Let me just go ahead and say, I did say I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but sometimes I am. Sometimes I am a conspiracy theorist. I do think a lot of shit goes on in the government that, you know, isn't right. I think that there's things we don't know about that would scare the shit out of us if we did. But I don't want to immediately jump to believing that the government just started this man-made disease to kill a bunch of people. That could
Not actually true, okay? I believe it was a government-made bioweapon that got out accidentally. Although there is some theories that the Chinese government released it intentionally to break up the Hong Kong protests. You haven't heard anything about them, have you? So, it's just the facts of the matter is that everything kind of lines up for it to be both accidental and on purpose. And that, like I said, the wet market where they allegedly had it started, allegedly, just so happens to be right next to the biolab. I'm just saying. There's too many things that connect here.
be true. It could be, but I haven't personally seen any like substantial evidence of that. And maybe there is some. If someone wants to send me that, feel free. You know my social medias. I have them linked in the description of all of my videos.
I'm going to read out Kanish's comments. I agree. Although I found her reaction a lot better than how most people react on YouTube. Her mod army is a different story. I agree. Do I do this or do I don't? Okay, I'll go ahead and do it. If there are any of moderators who are watching this video who are convinced of perhaps that this person has a problem, I would encourage you to reach out to me. My previous investigation with Deity was funded quite heavily by my mole and his moderator team. So if you would like to connect with me and share information. Perhaps even come on for a stream one day anonymously. I've figured out how to do that. So there's a lot of things that we can do if you would like to play some spy games with me. Continuing on in our investigation.
I'm just saying, feel free to send me that. I would love to see it. But I don't always think the government is, I definitely don't think the American government is always it always has the best interest of its citizens. So that's why I did the little eye roll thing. But I promise you it is not something worth freaking out about. Why did I say that? Okay, I shouldn't have said I promise you this is something. I should have just taken more time to plan what I was going to say in this video. You know, I should have been a little bit more careful with my words.
Exactly. Every word and action should be carefully calculated, and all the possibilities need to be played out in your head before you speak. That's the reality of being on live television or making videos.
Not making promises and not making solid statements, because at the time we didn't know, you know, there was still a lot of research to be done. So yeah, I did make some ignorant statements in this video.
People have died from this coronavirus in 2019 and 2020. I don't really know much about that.
You don't know, but you did research. You made a video.
I made a YouTube video. I guess to make a YouTube video talking about your opinion on something, you have to do tons and tons of research, because apparently you are a doctor and you are a primary source of information for people.
Treat every YouTube video like it's a work of art, or at least attempt to. So, I think you should, personally.
That's what I'm learning, is that I need to start doing my research, I guess. That is what I'm learning from the situation. I did research, but I guess I didn't do enough. And I didn't know enough about how many people had died. I did do research for this video, but I didn't do enough. I will admit to that.
What?
And then he shows another picture of me with this like stupid music playing.
But lunamoon has made it very clear she has no idea what she is talking about. I believe it is time to move on to the character assassination part of this video. My personal...
Now we're moving on to character assassination. So despite his disagreements about my statements about coronavirus, he has some other problems with me, and we're about to find out what they are.
Opinion of...
Well, it would appear as though she doesn't quite get what I'm saying. I don't have any issues with her. I don't care about what she said. It was a joke. I'm now going to engage in character assassination. Come on, that's like a tip-off that I'm just trolling you here. Anyway, continuing on.
Lunamoon at this point is that she is an airhead.
I'm an airhead.
A pretty face without a whole lot of brain behind it.
A pretty face. I'm a pretty face without a whole lot of brain behind it.
Now I dug a little deeper to investigate the kind of person that lunamoon was, and in their Discord I found some interesting things. So we're going to wrap this video up with a montage of screenshots so that you can make your own conclusions on the type of person lunamoon actually is.
So he's taking screenshots of things I said, and
You all can't see the face she's making, but she just looks so pissed this whole video. I know she's saying that her calm reaction and all that. She looks pissed.
I guess he's saying you can look at these screenshots and then determine what you think about her character. So this is me talking to someone else. They said, yeah, it's bad for the environment, but oh, okay. So, oh my God, this is something that was just from yesterday. Oh my gosh, this was just me ranting about this is so dumb. This is a screenshot from my Discord of me ranting about some stupid thing that happened the other day. So basically, and for some reason, he didn't show the screenshot of what I had said before this screenshot. But basically, yesterday I was in my car, right? And first of all, the car I drive is a hybrid car, meaning that it's partially electric and it partially runs on.
Whoa, wait, Kanish? I just saw that. By the way, Ally claims that I had the hots for deity and was salty when he turned me down. And I'm like, is that what he's been telling people? Someone was saying in my previous stream something about deity making shit up. and I'm starting to think that that might be the truth. So if he keeps up with that, we need to start making up some stuff about him and spamming it all over the place. If he's gonna sit there and do it to us, so we'll discuss that. That's interesting.
On gas. So my family and I do the very best that we can to, you know, do what's right for the environment and to reduce our carbon footprint. So I get in my car, right? And I turn it on and I start connecting the Bluetooth to my phone so that I can play my directions to where I was going and so that I could play music. And I was sitting in my car and this lady comes up on a bike. I had literally been in my car for probably 40 seconds tops and starts tapping on my window for me to roll the window down. And I roll the window down and she basically says, if you're going to sit here, you might as well get out and enjoy the sunshine because, you know, climate change. And then before I could even respond, she drove away on her bike. And I was just like, she rode away on her bike. And I was like, what are you even talking about? I've been sitting here for like 30 seconds to connect my Bluetooth. I don't really think that's doing anything. What? Like, it just was a silly thing. And so I was complaining about that. And someone said, yeah, it's bad for the environment, but A, stalling doesn't use barely any gas. B, not everyone can afford a Tesla. She genuinely...
Okay. Again, she's defending every individual screenshot. I was a joke. I said, this is the part. Now it's time for the character assassination part of the video. Okay, it was clearly a joke. But I guess a jokingly character assassination is still a character assassination. So let's go along for the ride.
needs to learn to mind her own business. And then I said, I was just mad because I was like, bruh, it's because... this is just some stupid comment that I was making. Bruh, I was just mad because I was like, bruh, it's like, wait, sorry. I can't even read. I was just mad because I was like, bruh, it's because of boomers like you and their parents that we are even in this situation. And someone said, you were literally in your own driveway. And I said, I know. And my car is partially electric. And before that, I had a Prius. So, like,
I know she deleted the stream, Kanish, and actually, to be honest, she came in here in one of our streams and we were talking back and forth, and I was trying to get her on to her interview, and she said maybe, okay, and we seemed to end on good terms. She was trying to suss out my personal information in the chat a little bit, and then she privated the stream. So, I don't know if we're getting that interview or not. I'm hoping we can. I would love to have her on here to discuss some things. Now, we're not going to pull a deity and, you know, double team people and then mute them while we screech. We're not playing that game, but we're definitely gonna try and get her on if we can. And yeah, seems like a good idea. Maybe that will be the same stream that I will have Kanish on, because Kanish has been wanting to come on. He's been very public about wanting to come on, and it's just about time zones and all that stuff.
fuck you. I wasn't trying to make some scholarly statement. I was just having a casual conversation with someone in my Discord. So I don't really know why that was even brought up. So stupid. Then it says, this would be the perfect time to overthrow the U.S. government. But no, all these pussies go buy toilet paper instead.
No, Iris, she did not dox me, but she was asking leading questions to me in my chat, such as, how are things in your life? Where do you live? Short of things that if she wanted to, she could potentially run off to the government with to try and suss out my location and wellness checks and all that bullshit. I caught on to it immediately and basically deflected, but it's something to keep in mind when dealing with this person, is that they may be engaging in some seriously underhanded tactics against their critics.
So this is talking about people hoarding toilet paper for the coronavirus. And I said, Trump, Bloomberg, fucking Kim Jong-un. Someone said, yeah, let them choke on their toilet paper. It's anarchy time, and these fools are too blind to see it. I'll just sit here and sip my tea and watch people get trampled in Albertsons over tissues. And I said, someone with corona needs to cough all over Trump, bro. LMAO, honestly. Oh, I got pictures of this stuff, man. And then I said, 10 years from now, think of how funny this will be. So I was just saying stupid shit. I don't want anyone to die, but I don't agree with what these people do. Was that really justifying me saying I hope they get coronavirus? No, and that was a stupid comment to make. But then again, it was a joke. I wasn't trying to be like serious, and I guess I need to learn to.
Okay, I want to make this perfectly clear. The only reason that this was just going to, the original video concept was just going to be a bit of a trolly reaction to your coronavirus video. Then I went into your Discord and saw you repeatedly trying to kill, or not trying, but threatening, and not threatening even, just mentioning Donald Trump and coronavirus, and constantly, it was like a constant thing, and all the times you were calling people retards, you were begging for me to make a response video. Begging. I could not resist having that in my video. I couldn't resist. Okay? I could not resist.
Control what I say a little bit more, because I do have a following, and there are people like this that are going to try to, you know, twist what I'm saying to make me look bad. So I don't know. It's just funny that he's trying to use these to make me look stupid, and it was just it's like if you're texting your friend and you're just saying stupid shit. So stupid. Okay, move on. Japan and a few other countries have passed things like that to stop the spread of the virus. Compared to every other country, this is someone else. Compared to every other country, the U.S. has been the worst at handling the outbreak, and people say zombie outbreaks would never happen. LMAO, right? And then, so I was like, we were talking about how stupid, how dumb the United States government is and how horrible they were at handling the situation. First, Trump is saying that it's not a big deal and it's just the flu. And then 2 weeks later, he's declaring a state of national emergency. And we were just talking about that. And I said, fuck Trump. Hopefully he dies from this. That was a stupid thing to say. I don't hope Trump dies from the coronavirus. Do I agree? Oh my God, I can't even talk. Do I agree with his political points of view? Absolutely not. Do I agree with a lot of the things that he does? Absolutely fucking not. Was that an excuse for me to say I hope he dies? Of course not.
To be honest, if I knew she was going to go through each screenshot and react to it, I would have put the other 30 screenshots in the video. I was not expecting this. I am frankly elated. This may seem boring to some people. This is fucking hilarious to me. Hilarious.
That was a stupid thing to say. It was absolutely stupid. I shouldn't have said that. It was dumb. I was having a conversation with someone in my Discord casually. It was funny, like, at the time, and looking back at it, it was just a dumb thing to say. So I can acknowledge that. But he's using these screenshots to try to support his statement that I'm an idiot and I'm just a pretty face with no brain.
No. Okay, what drew the line for me is when you started openly talking about overthrowing the U.S. government. Okay, come on. Come on. That was just begging for the video. Begging. People, go back and watch my video and see some of the shit that they were saying. That's just hilarious. In a public Discord. Whew. Good thing someone as nice as me was the one who caught on to that.
And I don't really understand how they do that. Said, hold on. Then it's a screenshot of me saying...
To answer your question, Stephanie, people are losing their lives, all ages. I don't find this funny at all, but maybe some laugh because they are nervous. Can't believe she wished that on the president. Love him or like him, but never wished that on anyone. Well, I haven't wished anyone ever got the coronavirus, but as far as people making memes, look, you can either laugh at the horrible shit or you can go insane. I generally choose to laugh at the horrible shit. Okay, if you watched the stream with me and Muse and Corey Cameo, I guess, then that's kind of what we were doing. Clearly, we were trying to make light of it. You know, it's a lot of things that you should do that for. You know what I mean? Like I said, it will drive you insane if you don't develop a sense of humor about it.
Maybe Trump will get it and die. I mean, I'm not saying I want that, but I'm not saying I don't. Honestly, people are being really annoying. I don't hope Trump will die. I don't. It was a joke, okay? I'm sorry. It was a stupid joke. I guess I should know that you can't say this kind of thing without people going fucking crazy. I'm just kidding. I don't hope Trump dies. I have, like I said in the beginning of the stream,
Call me crazy again. That's ableist. Ableist. Horribly ableist. This video is great. I'm glad she made this.
I have really dark humor. I say stupid shit. This is an example of that. I also said something like, I hope boomers die. Like, I don't actually hope that at all. I have many people I love that are boomers. So, and when I said, honestly, people are being really annoying, I was talking about people that are like hoarding shit, you know, and just acting ridiculous when they're not even the ones that are at risk, and they need to be protecting the people who are at risk. I'm turning this music down because it's fucking annoying. Bro, imagine if Trump died from...
Dude, I exposed you on YouTube to the sounds of Beethoven. That is not annoying. That is fucking hilarious.
Coronavirus. I was only saying that because how ironic would that be? Because just 2 weeks ago he was saying, oh, it's not a big deal, you know, even though at that point we did know that it was a big deal. I don't hope that he dies. Need a youthful man. That was me. Then someone said, and yeah, I think what you said seems fine, Luna. Okay, but on a real note, I would maybe date 25 at the oldest. And I said, I would actually prefer 23, 24. 19 and 20-year-olds are genuinely mentally retarded. And someone said, bruh, tell me about it. I'm about to be 19. And I said, it probably doesn't get better, though, to be honest. This guy I'm talking to right now is being really annoying. And they said, whom? And I said, and he got a nasty apartment. Bye. I don't know why this screenshot is even relevant, dude. These are just stupid casual conversations I'm having with people. First of all, I'm 20, so I can say that I think guys my own age are fucking stupid. I don't think that that's always true, but we were just having a casual conversation, dude. It's not supposed to be the fucking encyclopedia.
I agree, Kanish, and yeah, bruh. I agree with Kanish as far as hoarding being bad. But if people telling everyone not to panic, not to worry about it, you know, a month ago is what caused people to have to hoard now. You know, people like me who started to prepare then are a lot better off.
Like, what? Okay. I mean, you could have found better screenshots to make me look worse. Like,
could have, but I was trying to go for a narrative and a funny joke. It had to be coronavirus particularly related. That was my favorite thing to poke fun at because it was relevant to the video.
Like, I don't even understand.
I wanted to pick out the coronavirus comments, so the coronavirus. You can't sit there. I make a coronavirus video and then have someone that's highly uneducated have me want to react to it, and then sit there openly talking about the president assassinating the president with coronavirus. Come on, I have to mention that. I have to.
I know I shouldn't say the R word. You're right, but I did say it at this time, and I was just reading the screenshot. But yeah, I shouldn't say that, and I will try to stop because it's not very nice, is it? I think like my excuse for saying it was always that I'm genuinely saying they are like mentally not all there. And I would say, you know, idiot, retarded, and imbecile were all something that people use as slang against like people who have mental problems or have mental setbacks. And that was my excuse for saying it because I was like, oh, you know, people say idiot and stupid all the time, and that has been used for slang in the same way, but it still doesn't excuse it. Obviously there's a lot more, you know, malice in the word retarded, so I shouldn't say it in conversations like this especially.
You're missing the point. Okay, I'm not the triggered SJW. Your fans are. That's why they struck my previous stream. Okay? Your fans are the triggered SJWs. That's why they're taking you to task, I suspect, right now in your comment section about using the word retard. Okay? I'm not the triggered SJW. The fact you're going through the screenshot by screenshot to defend yourself over a joke that I made, basically. Okay? It proves you are the SJW, not me. Hello, Miss Lucy. Please return to your original position.
So, yeah, if you guys don't want me to say it, I won't.
Oh, you're
and I won't say it anyways. It's probably not the best thing to say, is it? I think that's why he's like highlighting things. He's highlighting parts where I'm saying the R word. So I said I once passed these people with Confederate flag seats, steering wheel, bumper, etc. And then someone said, you know, they have 3 bongs in the back, maybe once in a while. And I said, seriously, LOL, y'all just count your blessings because people down south are a whole different breed of retarded and shitty people. So I shouldn't say the R word, dude, okay? I guess people are, like, pissed about that. I guess I think it's not an excuse, but a lot of people say it here and it's not really as, like, frowned upon. So I didn't really understand how much of a slur the R word actually is. And that's not making excuses, but I'm just saying, like, that is why I was just so freely saying it, but I shouldn't have said it. It's a stupid thing to say. So I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say too much about that and what I think about it, but it's going to make people uncomfortable, so I'm not going to say it anymore. Okay, guys? But yeah, he's pointing out that I was saying the R word. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't say it. Yes, I said it. I mean, you know, there are certain things I would never say the N word because I understand the severity of saying that and how deeply it hurts people. And now I'm beginning to understand, okay, this is just as bad. I shouldn't say it anymore. So, okay, like, good point. I shouldn't say that. But you know what's funny? He's highlighting me saying this to make me look bad. But the guy, Roger, that was commenting on one of my videos and that the YouTube schizophrenic was teaming up with against me, says the R word in a bunch of his fucking videos. So
I heard here, Roger, because I have a feeling you'll watch this back at some point. We're teaming up against her. We're in league. It's a conspiracy. This is Deity Light. I'm actually kind of glad I did this investigation. We've got Deity Light over here, but a little bit more fun to play with. We're teaming up against her. What the fuck?
do you disagree with people saying it or do you not? Because I think he's just trying to find things to make me look bad so that...
Well, Stephanie L., you said that bet she says the N-word too, just not online. Someone did drop an N-bomb in one of her live streams. One of her friends did. I didn't clip that one in because, frankly, I don't want to get into that. But... of course, you'll just have to take my word for it because I don't have any footage of that. She took that one down real fast, for obvious reasons.
he can prove his point that I'm an airhead and that I'm a bad person. Oh, okay. So we haven't had a good government assassination since JFK. Okay, so this is another thing. I say a lot of really stupid shit about Trump, and this is, the R word is, just look it up. I'm not going to say it anymore, but, so, this is me saying it again.
I apparently can shake people to the core and alter their very vocabulary. It's interesting. I should add this to my hall of trophies, along with the deity clip and the heavy down clip.
This is another screenshot of me talking about Donald Trump. Someone said, we haven't had a good government assassination since, like, JFK, because we were talking about how Donald Trump is an idiot and he does and says stupid things. And I said, I mean, the thing is, his actions affect everyone, and he has repeatedly put people at risk, so kill him. Iran should just fucking kill him, to be honest. Ha ha ha. This is when the whole thing happened with Iran, where he, like, killed a bunch of fucking people. I mean, he is their only target. And I said a good government assassination. At least JFK wasn't completely retarded. I'm dying. So there, I say the R word again. That's...
JFK was killed by the globalists. And Trump actually opposes the globalists in a big way. So I would suggest reevaluating your politics, but we're not here for that today.
what the R word is. Yeah, I shouldn't say that I hope he gets assassinated. Yes, that's really stupid of me to say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. Yes, I said that, and it was stupid. This is going to be, guys, if you ever decide to get a YouTube channel and put yourself out there like that, please be careful about what you say. I'm kidding, and I'm just kidding. The people who I talk to on my Discord server typically understand that because we're all friends, but like it looks really bad from the outside. And it's not okay at the end of the day to say that. It's not okay to say the R word. So, you know, learn from my mistakes. Don't do it, because the fact of the matter is this is something that's going to be biting me in the ass probably for years to come. especially as my channel keeps growing. So hopefully it just makes things worse for him. America is literally retarded if he wins the next election. So it's just a bunch of screenshots of me saying the R word, you know? I mean, I shouldn't have said it.
I made a joke saying it was character assassination.
Then I said the R word again. I said, Floridians are full-blown R words. This was in December. It was okay, as good as Mardi Gras.
Glitched again. We'll see.
I had about 30 more like that, but you all get the point. I'm going to link my PayPal down below so you can help me continue to prepare for coronavirus.
Oh my God, he said I'm going to link my PayPal down below so that you can help me. Oh my gosh, I can't. Okay.
I thought that was a good touch, personally. At least I'm making her laugh. Deity would not laugh at something like this. Deity would make a sentimental breakdown.
Like the retard I am. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as is tradition. And I can't wait to see you guys next time.
So is he mad that I'm
This is
using
the
the R
new
word,
normal.
or is
We're
he
getting
mad
used to
that
putting ourselves-
I'm saying, I don't even understand because he just used the R word. But anyways,
I'm not mad you're using the word retard. I don't care. As for everything else, it was a troll. It made me laugh. It made me laugh. Hope it made you laugh too. Anyway, I still think you should come on stream because the coronavirus thing I was serious about. The coronavirus stuff, you are completely fucking wrong. You are spreading misinformation. You are a puppet of the globalists in your moderating team, most likely. You and I need to have a discussion.
okay. The R word, it's RETARD. That's the R word. But okay, so that was really interesting. That was the entire video. So some stupid points were made in that video. Pretty much every point he made about the coronavirus was stupid because the information that I had when I made that video is different than the information that we have now. The points he made about me saying the R word, which I did. Saying that I hope Donald Trump gets assassinated. I did say that. Saying that, you know, just stupid shit. Okay, so let me just clear the air here. I don't want Donald Trump to get assassinated. I don't want anyone to kill him. Okay, I don't.
This part of the video is character assassination. Apparently, I'm a very good character assassinator. Jesus, she is triggered by that part of the video. It was a joke. It was a joke.
It was a joke, a stupid joke. I shouldn't have said it. I'm going to be more careful with my words and the things I say. I'm not going to say the R word anymore because, you know, clearly that's not okay. And just because it's something that people say in the area that I live and don't make a big deal about it, you know, my community isn't the only community in the world. It still is offensive to people. It's belittling to people. Exactly. It's stupid that I said it. I shouldn't have said it. Thank you for pointing that out. It was stupid. And it's
I use it very sparingly because I like to have those kinds of words in my wheelhouse to make, you know, big critical statements. You drop it, in my opinion, a little too freely. But hey, I don't like to criticize other people's language too much. You know, that's how you end up in the globalist, communist, free speech place.
something that's probably going to haunt me forever, justifiably so. But so if it makes you uncomfortable that I use that word, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. And yeah, I mean, I should have just been more considerate of people before I decided to type that and send it in my Discord. Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of underlying thoughts about people being kind of sensitive and stuff, and, you know, I don't know, censoring people and all that. And I don't like cancel culture. I don't like how people like to put everyone under a microscope and be like, okay, you know, make sure you don't do or say anything wrong because I'm going to come back and it's going to bite you in the ass in a couple years. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. I don't. And
well, I don't put everyone under a microscope. Although the only reason I made a video only was due to the coronavirus thing and because I found it absurd. Now, as for the reason I have to make videos on you in the first place is because of YouTube's policies on harassment. Clearly said I can't make video after video after video after video on a single person. I have to take breaks and bully other people. I am going to continue chipping away at the false god as soon as I can.
Let me just go ahead and tell you now, I'm a fucking human being. I'm going to make mistakes and I'm going to say stupid shit. If you don't like it, feel free to unsubscribe. I understand, okay? But I'm always going to be trying to better myself, so I shouldn't say things that are going to bother people. It's not just because I'm giving in or because, you know, I want to give in to sensitive people or whatever. It's because I care about you guys and I don't want to make you uncomfortable. And so if that's something that's going to make you uncomfortable, I won't say it anymore. Nonetheless, I mean, if you're trying to use those screenshots to say that I'm a bad person, go ahead. I know that I'm a good person and I know that I have good intentions. Anyone who is truly close with me knows that. So thank you for making that video, I guess. I mean, there were some constructive criticisms in there that were actually valid. Do I think I'm stupid and a bimbo and just a pretty face? No, I absolutely don't. You are totally entitled to think that.
I want to make it clear, I never once said you were stupid. I said you were a moron. In my opinion, there's a difference. You can't fix stupid. That's the saying. You can fix a moron. I just feel like you've been misled. You're highly uneducated on many things, and you only look at things on the surface and do not engage in any critical thinking. That's my only criticism. You're controlled by your globalist moderator team, which I need to start investigating very closely. So I'm going to be putting the moderating team under more of a microscope as well.
But yeah, anyways, this was a really long stream. I just wanted to address all of that drama with him and that guy Roger. You guys made some valid points. I shouldn't have said anything ignorant when I hadn't done enough research, especially in that later stream. But I also just wanted to clear up kind of the misinterpretations and the twisting of words that had taken place in that video. And yeah, I just want to clarify that any comment that I had made about wanting boomers to die or wanting Donald Trump to die, it was a joke. I mean, I don't know. I just have crude humor. I need to work on it, I guess, if I want to survive in this type of community. But yeah.
If you want to survive in this type of community, if someone made a video like this about me, exposing me like this, okay, I would own every single statement and stand by them. That's what you got to do. Don't post anything you won't stand by.
I don't know. I don't really know what else to say. But if you're coming in super late, I would recommend going back to the beginning and watching because it is a lot, okay? But yeah, no, Charlie, I get it. I shouldn't say that. You're right. Yeah, people were getting mad because I basically, okay, you'll have to go to the beginning of this long-ass stream to see what everybody was saying. But, yeah. This is just the beginning of my YouTube career, and I'm already getting canceled. Goodness. I just...
Interesting that you say it's against the YouTube TOS, because I've seen people like Joe Rogan get away with saying it. He's dropped the N-bomb and shit on his streams and gotten away with it, not censored or anything. So I think this is another case of YouTube selectively enforcing their policies. They do that all the time, though, so how can anyone really know what rules to follow? So we shall see. Maybe I will fly under the radar. Or maybe they just don't care.
Joked about saying that I want boomers to die from the coronavirus and Donald Trump, and I guess that is really awful. I don't know. People were getting upset about it, so it was a joke. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. This is just so crazy. But thank you to everyone who's been super supportive to me despite some of the craziness that's been going on. I don't know. I feel like maybe I addressed things to the best of my ability in this stream. So there we go. I'm not going to talk about YouTube schizophrenic unless, you know, something else happens, but there's that. I might make a video kind of updating my thoughts on the coronavirus, especially now that we're getting quarantined and everything like that. But the fact that he's, you know, like trying to call me out for being ignorant about that as if most of the country wasn't, because the fucking information that we were getting was false at first. And that's just human nature, you know? It's human nature to be like, oh, you know, it's not a big deal because it's not affecting you yet. That's what happened in
Right, I am picking on you individually for believing what most people believed, but that's how YouTube works. As far as for saying, oh, the information was false, well, that's dig further. It's human nature being, oh, we need to be fine. Human nature gets people killed if that's how it is. Which, by the way, human nature is not that. Human nature is to prepare, in my opinion.
Italy. People didn't think it was a big deal, and now they're quarantined. It's just human nature. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's his YouTube name, the YouTube schizophrenic. But yeah. I guess he was a lurker. Yeah, I knew he was like a subscriber of mine because he would comment on my streams occasionally, but little did I know he was keeping tabs so that he could later make a video exposing me for any, you know, offensive or ignorant thing that I had ever said. And I guess that's something that I need to get used to, because that's just the reality of being on YouTube or anything like that nowadays. You know, you get called out for the shit you do. Humans say stupid shit all the time. It's a human thing. Does that excuse it? No, but we got to stop trying to cancel people all the time. I mean, come on. Anyways, is there anything else you want me to address, you guys?
I'm not trying to cancel anybody. I'm just poking fun.
Before I...
In fact, go to Lunamoon's channel, like, comment, and subscribe, as is tradition.
Head off of this stream. Is there anything else you guys want me to talk about? You guys feel like is there anything I said in this stream that's bothered you, or that you feel like I need to go back over? Because I'm really just trying to make you guys comfortable and help you, and make sure that we're all good, because I don't want anybody to be getting upset, and I definitely want you guys to be comfortable and to know that, I want the best for you, and I don't want to offend anyone, and I don't want to make anyone upset. So. Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm super sunburnt right now. Zark. Yep, wolf in sheep's clothing. I just have to accept that they're always going to be.
Well, when I hear the term wolves in sheep's clothing, that implies I was ever trying to be friendly or nice to them in any way. I was never trying to be nice or friendly to them in any way. I was just observing and interacting slightly to see what happened. Okay? If we had streamed together and stuff like that, this would never have happened. To call me a wolf in sheep's clothing is a little insulting. I'm not gonna lie.
People lurking in the shadows waiting for me to say the R word or something else stupid. Stupid. I shouldn't have said it. I don't know what else to say. I can't take it back, But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this stream. I feel really actually like an idiot for saying that stuff. I should think more about the words that I use. I'm always talking about spreading positivity and everything like that, and those weren't very positive or kind words. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more careful about what I say, because I care about you, and I also care about myself and my career, so I need to be a little bit more careful, don't I? Anyways, love you guys. I apologize that the Discord link is not going to be working right now. We're trying to just keep things kind of at bay right now with everything going on. But thank you to everyone who listened to what I have to say. I really am so sorry for the things I did say that actually were ignorant and stupid and not thoughtful. So I love you guys. I hope you're having an amazing night. Bye.
That is the end of it. Well, as you can see, my dogs are now awake and most likely are needing to use the bathroom. So I probably will go up and deal with them in just a few minutes. If there's anything the chat would like to ask me, do so now. Oh, yes, thank you. He's very beautiful. He's also mean and vicious. Very mean and vicious. He gets into scuffles with his brother all the time. tries to kill his father sometimes. Like, those two have a blood feud. You gotta keep them apart. We gotta reintegrate them back in together. It's gonna take time. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna go and lay down with him now. I need to do a couple of things around the house, and I'm probably gonna curl up with him for a little bit, see if I can get to sleep. I actually got a little bit tired, so maybe I won't be up for my full 3 days in a row. I'm almost at 3 days, so we'll see. So, unless there's anything else in the chat, I am going to bounce. No, Kanish, I'll probably not be available in an hour. But if you wanna do this, what day is it? If you wanna do this tomorrow, then we can definitely schedule something. Because like I said, I gotta do some Corona related shit around the house and everything, and then we can work something out. Yes, Bunny. The bunny asked, 3 days without sleep? Yes, I don't sleep. Sleep's for the weak. No, Kanish, like I said, I gotta go deal with these dogs. They're already starting to wake up. They gotta go out. And like I said, I have 5 dogs and 2 cats. It's a big spectacle trying to get them all outside. So, and no one can call into the stream because I haven't figured out how to do the stream. Like, here's the thing about the Streamlabs trying to call people in. Okay, it seems to break in any of my tests. Now, the StreamYards I can call people in with, but that requires you to like end the stream and start a new one. So I can't just transition easily and like invite people on last minute. It's really annoying. If I could do that, that would be perfect. But I don't know. I've got to look into it a bit more on the technical side of things. So, but all right, I'm gonna wrap up there. And Kanish, I will probably speak to you soon. Probably after I can get some rest. Once I wake up, and we will look into getting a stream together. So, all right. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as is tradition. And I have to go deal with the hounds.